Hey, Shalom, Israel. Call Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the GMS who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Yakau, GMS Stop and Listen, coming with a short lesson, man. Just trying to edify the house of Israel, man. Try to help wake the elect. Uh, just want to share a little short lesson, man, on how the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, can take you from having honor to shame, man. And in that shame, you will be basically, as you say, you'll be a disgrace. You know, the Lord is he's a heavy chess player, man. Uh, you gotta remember the people of Israel are the people who he loved dear and near to his heart, who he gave the covenant to. And when we disobeyed the law, statutes, and commandments, he brought us down low. You know, and a lot of that has to do with, people when you have pride, man. And there's a lot of that going on now in Israel within itself. Now you have guys who call themselves teachers. They're prideful and they're going against the doctrine. And that pride is making them to the point where they, amen, don't even look like it's no coming back for them. So these type people are basically a disgrace, man, to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, the Lord can basically take you from honor, from take you from having that understanding and being like a great teacher down to nothing, man. Look how he did Nebuchadnezzar, you know, you know. So the scriptures are quite clear that the Most High opposes pride, man. That's one thing you don't like is pride. Let's get that in James 4. James 4, I think it's this one. James 4 and 6. But he giveth more grace, a divine influence of the mind to think on Yahweh Shem Yahushua is grace, and it's a gift, pursuing Ephesians. Wherefore he saith, the Most High resisted the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. So you have to stay humble in this thing, man, for the Lord to keep dealing with you because he resists the proud. Resist it means to range and battle against, to oppose oneself, resist. So when you have that pride, man, you're battling against Yahweh Shem Yahushua and in the ordinance that he put out in the oracles and this law, statutes, and commandments. Range oneself against or oppose. So you're really going against your own self, man, because he put that spirit on you to know. So when you have that pride, it's like committing suicide. Pride is like committing suicide, man. You know, proud meaning showing oneself above others, overtopping, conspicuous above others, preeminent. And you have a lot of guys, man, that have been in GMS and other accounts. They think they're above the men that taught them, man. So they're really going against Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and don't even know it. It says, but giveth grace unto the humble, man. He gives that divine influence of the mind to the humble. Not rising far from the ground. One who's humble, you staying low and meek. As a metaphorically as a condition, lowly and in low degree. Brought low with grief or depressed, lowly in spirit, humble in a balance, deporting oneself abjectly, deferring. It says humiliated, depressed, base, low. So being humble is being taken not the high road, you know, just being meek, man. And that's more of having that reverence, being that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahweh will keep you humble. You know, there's the Bible has numerous examples. It's numerous examples of men who had that pride and were brought low. We know the story about Nebuchadnezzar. Even Pharaoh, when you read in the 14th chapter and the 15th chapter, we know that story how Pharaoh continued to the Lord Yahweh kept hardening his heart that he wouldn't let the people go. So the Lord wanted to demonstrate His power, you know, because He is to be honored. You know, He showed His power by destroying them Egyptians, man. You know, another one go into right quick. I just want to read it. The people of the Philistines, they had pride. Once they I read it. Remember they captured Samson, man. Their pride was oh so high, man. Until the Lord brought the pillars down on them. But I'll read through it. Judges 16:21. But the Philistines took him and put out his eyes and brought him down to Gaza and bound him with feathers of brass, and he grind in the prison house. Howbeit the hair of his head began to grow after he was shaven. So once Samson had that long hair, that was his strength was in his hair basically. It says, then the lords of the Philistines gathered them together for a great sacrifice unto Dagon. Dagon is the false god, their god, to rejoice. For they said, our God have delivered Samson, our enemy, into our hands. So they thinking that their God did it. A God that don't even talk, that don't move, that collects dust, that has bird shit up on it that you got to wipe off constantly every day. That don't eat, don't talk, or nothing. They thought this God actually brought Samson to them. But no, Yahweh Shem Yahweh delivered Samson over so he could prove his power to the people. And it says, and when the people saw him, they praised their God, for they said, our power have delivered unto our enemy and the destroyer of our country, which slew us. And it came to pass when their hearts were merry, they said, call Samson, and he may make us sport. And they called for Samson out of the